They say he's just a myth, a campfire story, a blur in a grainy photograph. But myths don't leave footprints 20 inches long, pressed half a foot into hard soil. And myths don't migrate. For centuries, Native American tribes have passed down stories of the Sasquatch. Some saw it as a guardian of the forest, a silent protector of the ancient woods. Others spoke of it as a warning, a hairy giant that stalked the edges of their camps, a harbinger of bad things to come. The stories varied, but the description was always the same. A creature that walked like a man, but was built like a beast, its eyes glowing in the dark, its call echoing through the valleys like a mournful scream. They knew it wasn't a myth. It was a neighbor, a powerful, unpredictable neighbor. Then, the modern world crashed in. In 1967, Bluff Creek, California became the epicenter of the phenomenon. The Patterson-Gimlin film. You've seen it. A shaky 60-second clip showing a female Bigfoot turning to look back at the camera before disappearing into the trees. It was laughed off by many as a man in a gorilla suit. But the government wasn't laughing. Files stamped classified began to pile up in dusty archives. Reports from park rangers detailing impossible sightings were redacted, their testimonies buried under layers of official denial. One retired ranger from the Pacific Northwest, speaking on condition of anonymity, confessed his truth decades later. "We were told to report it as bear activity," he said, his voice trembling. "But bears don't twist steel trail markers into knots. Bears don't throw boulders the size of car engines. We knew what was out there, and we were ordered to keep our mouths shut." Why the secrecy? What were they trying to hide? The official story is silence, but the unofficial one is screamed from the terrified voices of eyewitnesses. Truckers on lonely mountain passes, their headlights catching a fleeting glimpse of a massive hair-covered figure crossing the road in 2 strides. Hikers finding their tents shredded, their food untouched, but the scent of wet fur and damp earth hanging heavy in the air. "It was the silence that got me," one survivor whispered, recounting his ordeal. "The woods just stopped. No crickets, no birds, nothing. Then I saw the eyes, 2 red coals burning in the pitch black. I didn't see a body, just the eyes, and I ran." These accounts pour in from all over the continent. From the swamplands of Florida, where the skunk ape leaves a foul stench in its wake, to the icy peaks of the Himalayas, home of the Yeti. Even the frozen forests of the north have their own version. The Wendigo, a creature of legend tied to starvation and madness. Different names, different climates, but the pattern is identical. The sightings, the strange tracks, the disappearances, and the deafening silence from authorities. It's not a local legend, it's a global phenomenon. A hidden war being fought in the shadows of our world. So what is it? What are we dealing with? Theories range from the plausible to the terrifying. Is it a surviving Gigantopithecus, a relic of a bygone age hiding just beyond our perception? Could it be interdimensional, a being that can slip between our reality and another, explaining why it can vanish without a trace? Or is it something more sinister, a failed military experiment, a genetic hybrid set loose and multiplying in the wild, its existence a secret the creators would kill to protect? The truth remains elusive, locked away behind layers of speculation and fear. But the disappearances are not speculation. The National Park Service logs thousands of missing person cases every year. The official reports cite exposure, animal attacks, or simply getting lost. But look closer. Read between the lines of the reports from places like the Bennington Triangle in Vermont or the vast wilderness of British Columbia. You'll find strange details. GPS devices going haywire, compasses spinning wildly, search parties finding footprints that lead to the middle of a clearing and then just stop, as if the person was plucked from the sky. No body, no struggle, no trace, just an unnerving void where a human being used to be. Satellite thermal imaging sometimes picks up massive, anomalous heat signatures in these remote areas, signatures far larger than any known North American mammal. They flicker on the screen for a moment, and then they're gone. And now, something is changing. The pattern is breaking. For decades, the sightings were isolated, confined to the deepest, most remote forests. But in recent years, the encounters are getting closer. The spiral of sightings is tightening, moving inward from the wilderness, creeping toward the suburbs, toward our backyards. Satellite data, scrubbed from public servers but leaked by whistleblowers, shows a coordinated migration. Large, unidentified biological entities moving in coordinated patterns, moving south, moving east, moving toward population centers. They aren't just hiding anymore. They're on the move. They're coming. The myths are walking out of the woods, and the hidden war is about to come into the light. The question isn't if they're real anymore. The question is, what do they want? And what will happen when they arrive? They're not just stories. They're a real force of nature, and guess what? They're coming for us. This video was created by Revelonix. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more stories. And tell us what videos you want us to create next.